I have about 10 what were seedling hazelnut plants, and they're all dead. They're all dead. I'm very sad about it, actually. And I want to share this because it's actually an important business lesson about developing your business. And this is Mark Silver with Heart of Business. And it has to do with understanding the process of developing new ideas or new aspects of your business. And this may be a simple thing. You may have run into symptoms of this already and maybe have an inkling about it, or maybe more than an inkling, or maybe it's new. But regardless, what happened with the hazelnuts is that I snipped some branches. And if you're not familiar, there are certain kinds of trees and shrubs that coppice really easily, meaning that they can resprout. And I took these, wanting to grow more hazelnut shrubs, and stuck them in a small pot on the porch. And we cared for them daily, watched them, made sure they had the water they needed, etc. And they started to put out leaves and such. And we watched them for a while, for what I thought was a long while. And then transplanted them out into a small plot, again, quite near the house, intending for them to take more root and grow into something sturdier that we could then transplant out. And they all died, like I started the story with. It's not unusual to come up with really great ideas in your business. For you to have an idea and go, wow, that's an awesome idea. What if I did this? What if I did that? And because of social media, because of how we've been trained to make everything public and visible, you may be tempted to either rush that idea out into the world quickly, or just to share it, just to talk about it in more public spaces. And I just want to caution you. I think something that isn't as practiced is the idea of holding and protecting seedlings, of caring for them in the sacred spaces in your heart. I can't walk through there. There's a huge branch down that we'll have to clear later. I'm not going to do that now. But that's basically the whole thing. If you got it, you can turn this off now. But I want to just take another few moments and just talk about how sacred and beautiful the birthing process is. And that the birthing process often doesn't end when it's seen, much like when a baby is first born. You don't want to just suddenly throw it out into the woods to make its own way. It's, oh my goodness. Here's another branch that came down. This was not down last time I came through. Big hickory. Look at all those nuts. Oh, that's sad. This is one of my favorite hickory trees, and there's so many nuts on it. There's so many nuts. What a vibrant tree. Oh well, it happens. Anyway, it just goes to show that we need protection sometimes. We need protection. And especially new ideas. There are cases where this is not an everything all the time, always, where every idea should be sheltered. I have had ideas where I'm going, oh, this is an awesome idea, and then I implement it very quickly just to try to get it out there and just see what it's like and see if it works. And that's appropriate sometimes. But I just want to encourage us all to pause when a new idea comes to fruition in our heart, when we begin to see it more solidly, and to protect it. protect it in our heart, and don't talk about it in public. Don't talk about it with large groups. And sometimes, don't even talk about it with people that you're close to. I've had people who are birthing a book very close to me, and they're like, it's not ready to be seen in any way. Similar to, families or mothers or people I know when they have a child, they just want to hide away for a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks or sometimes a month before they really let hardly anyone in. And this is the same true for seedlings. If I had taken more care of those seedlings for a longer span, they would have rooted, and we probably would have been able to grow most of them. And I want the same to be true for your ideas, for you to take your time and to take the time specifically to discern whether something needs to be out in the world and seen, or whether it needs a little bit more protection and shelter. Yeah. I think this world wants us to move quickly with a sense of urgency. And almost everything I know about business and about life and about love is that in most cases we benefit tremendously by slowing down so we can listen more deeply. And then we'll know if we're meant to move rapidly or not. Blessings.